Okay, BaIbaryath Yahweh, BaIbaryath HaLashawan. Call halal Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai, BaIbaryath Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai, Ba'Shem Qadash. Alright. Barakathum La'alahayanaw Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai. Shalom Barakim. Again, peace and blessings. Labakar and Shayasha Allah to the elect of Israel. Double honors to our elders and apostles of Israel. Shunya, Kabad, Gawala Raquab, Zaquanium Noah, Shayasha Allah, the apostles of Israel. HaShalayakim Noah, Shayasha Allah, our apostles of Israel. Because you know the real elect, they understand who the real men of the Lord are, who really deserves the double honors, and who are the true leaders in these times, man. All right, so Barakatha is a special shalom to them. Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua Barakatham to all the elders and apostles out there singing this new song. Continuing on here in Psalms 149, I'm going to tackle verses 4 through 6 by Shimmer Qadash, all right, and the Holy Spirit guide me through this. All right, so let me just read it in English, and then I'll go through it in the Hebrew, and back, you know, I'll translate it to be so it can be understood, and so that you can actually sing this, you know. Sing it, you know, by way of saying it, all right, and the more that you say it, just like I said in the video, it's going to sound like a song, you know. The more that you read it over and over again, it's going to become like a melody in your head, all right, like a good hook, all right. This is the hook. So this is Psalms or Thahalion 149 and 4. It says, "For the Lord taketh pleasure in his people." All right, you got to have fun with this too, man. All right, you got to love this. I love the Hebrew, you know. I love this, you know. This is all we got, man. We have to cleave to this. We got to cleave to the Spirit. So it says, "For the Lord taketh pleasure in his people. He will beautify the meek with salvation. Let the saints be joyful in glory. Let them sing aloud upon their beds. Let the high praises of the Most High be in their mouth, or the power be in their mouth, and a two-edged sword in their hand." All right, so verse 4. All right, let's go through verse 4. It says, click off of here. Again, it says, "For the Lord taketh pleasure in his people," are clearly showing you that his people, he only cares about his people. He doesn't say that the Lord takes pleasure in all the people on the earth. It said his people. Just like in Matthew 21 and 21, where it says, you should call his name Yahushua, or who the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ, and he shall save his people from their sins. All right, so when it says, "For the Lord taketh pleasure in his people," it's the same people whose sins are really the elect. Sins are going to be forgiven from Yahushua. That's who he takes pleasure in. It says he will beautify the meek with salvation. All right, and the Lord even said it himself, "The meek shall inherit the earth." All right, so it says in the Hebrew, "Kaya Rawatazah Yahweh Ba'imwa Yapar Ainawayam Ba Yashawai." All right, Ba Yashawai. Ba Yashawai. So the first there, Kaya Rawatazah, is for pleasure. All right, for take pleasure. All right, so you have Kaya, and then you have Rawatazah, which means he's going to take pleasure in the future. All right, and it's going to be continual. That's why you put a wa between that first character and that tazah. So you have Kaya Ratazah Yahweh, the Most High's name Yahweh, Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai, and then you have Ba'imwa is in his people. Ba is in, Im is people, and Wa is his. Then you have Yapar, which means beautify, and it kind of sounds like what? Yapa. So you have Yapa, but the R on the end makes it beautify. All right, so you have Yapar. Then you have Ainawayam. Ainawayam is the meek. All right, Ainawa, all right, or Aina is meek or humble, and then you have Yum makes it plural. Then you have Ba Yashawai, means with salvation. Ba means in or with, and then you have Yashawai means salvation. So again, "For the Lord taketh pleasure in his people, he will beautify the meek with salvation." All right. Kaya Rawatazah Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai Ba'imwa Yapar Ainayim BaIbaryath. Alright, and I'm going to say it slow so you know it can be understood. I don't want to say it too fast. I want to make sure that, you know, all can get it, you know. We all going to get this together. You know, that's how a teacher used to say, alright? So, um, verse verse 5a, and the teacher said this too. If you can't get it, if you know, if you think this is a joke and this ain't the real language, guess what? We moving on. Alright, we moving on because the elect's going to get this and they're going to sing this song regardless. That's what I truly believe, you know. I don't care about views, man. I care about the elect taking heed and using it. That's what it's all about. Alright, Psalms 149:5. Let the saints be joyful in glory. Let them sing aloud upon their beds. Alright, it says in the Hebrew, that is Ya'alazwa, Chasayadim, Ba Kabad, Yaranunwa, Al Ma Shakabwatham. Ma Shakabwatham. Alright, so again, let the saints be joyful in glory, let them sing aloud upon their beds. And that's what we do on the highways and byways. Doesn't it say that he sent his prophets rising up early, B times? Alright? Alright, because we singing upon it as soon as we get up, man. We singing praises of Yahweh Shah in the spirit, and when we go out and do the work and put up these videos, you know what I mean? So the first word there is be joyful, which is Ilaz. So you have Ya Ilazwa means let joyful it, alright, or let it be joyful. Ya Salakia. This is the Hebrew character right here, Ya. Then you have Ilazwa, which means let be joyful. Chasayad is saint, alright, the yum makes it plural. So Chasayadim, saints. Ba Kabad, which means in glory. Ba in Kabad, alright. That means glory, alright. And the way that there's a connector, there's like a double connector between the ba and the wa and the wa and the da. Alright, kabad. Then you have ya ranunwa. Alright, let's scroll down, see what ranun means. Ranun means to sing. Alright, H744 2. Alright, ya ranunwa means let them sing it. Alright, or let's sing it. Ya let ranun sing wa it. Al is upon. And then you have beds. Alright, the way that you say bed in Hebrew is mashakab. Alright, so you have mashakab watham, which means their beds. Alright, mashakab, bed, watham, there. Alright, so al mashakab watham is upon their beds. Again, verse 5. Let the saints be joyful in glory. Let them sing aloud upon their beds. Ya'alazwa, Chasayadyam, Ba Kabad, Yaranunwa, Al Mashakab Watham. Alright, and just to say it a little bit faster so you can hear it. Ya'alazwa, Chasayadyam, Ba Kabad, Yaranunwa, Al Mashakab Watham. Verse 6. It says, alright, verse 6. Bear with me here. It says, let the high praises of the power be in their mouth and a two-edged sword in their hand. Now this doesn't mean you take up arms and you start going out bringing out the word with a machete. Alright, this is talking about the precepts, man. This thing cuts deep, like it says Hebrews 4:12. For the words of the Most High are quick and powerful, sharper than any two-edged sword, piercing to the dividing asunder to the soul and marrow and of joints, and as a discerner of thoughts and intent of the spirit, basically something to that effect. Alright, so it's talking about these precepts, man. You could, man, you break people. I see it on the highways and byways all the time. People break down, man. They just can't believe it when the actual truth of the scriptures is coming out, and that's what it does. That's what we hold to be true, and that's what our power source is, man. All right, this is our sword. So in the Hebrew, all right, BaIbaryath HaLashawan in the Hebrew, the holy language. All right, it is Ra Wamamwa Allah Ba. Let me highlight these. Ba Bagarwanap Salakia. Let's get the word. Garawan is the root. Alright, Garawan is the root, which means mouth. Garawan means mouth. So you have Ba Garwa Nam. Alright, because now the Ma on the end here is talking about more than one. You have 144,000 singing this song. It's that song that they were singing in Revelation. So you have Ba Gara Num. Let me do that again. Ba Ga Ra Wa Num. Ba Ga Ra Num. Alright. Or Ba Gara Wanum. Alright. Gara Wanum. Wa Harab, which means and sword. Wa and Harab, sword. Payawath means two-edged. Alright. Payawath means two-edged. Bayadum means in hands, or in their hands. Ba in yad hand, and then the ma on the end makes it plural because it's more than one that's doing this. Like I said, 144,000. So you have bayadum. All right, now I want to look up this word real quick, payawath, just to show, because it looks like what? If you know the Hebrew, if you've been studying, you've been following along, you know, looking up Hebrew yourself, you see what in here? The Hebrew character pa, which means for mouth. So let's just look this one up, and then I'm gonna end this live here through the Spirit. So um, so you got this Hebrew word for two-edge. All right, it says what? Payawa. And when you come down, it says two-edge mouth. All right. Now, when you come down, I like to come down here and see where else it comes up in the precepts. And you have what? Isaiah 41:15. This says, "Behold, I will make thee a new sharp threshing instrument, having teeth. Thou shalt thresh the mountains and beat them small. Thou shalt make the hills as chaff." That's how you know that this song is being sung by the elect. It's the same one in Revelation. This Isaiah 41:15 matches up with Revelation 2:25, where it says, "We shall rule them with the rod. We shall beat the nations." You know, all right. And that's why prophecy says the nation that doesn't come up to us to serve, they're not going to get no rain. All right, and we're going to beat them into a powder. All right, now, and that's what led me to do that Manacham Dabarim in my previous live show I just did, because when you read up here in Isaiah, I got to get this. I wanted to bring this out through the Spirit. It says, "For I, the Lord, thy power, will hold thee with the right hand." It's talking about Israel. All right, it's talking about Israel. But thou, look, verse 8, "But thou, Israel, art my servant, Jacob, who I have chosen, the seed of Abraham." Now, when you jump down here, it says, "For the Lord thy power will hold thy right hand, saying unto thee, Fear not, I will help thee," which in the Hebrew is La'athayara Anya Azaratyaka. Verse 14, "Fear not, thou worm Jacob, and ye men of Israel. I will help thee, saith the Lord, and thy Redeemer, the Holy One of Israel." That's Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shah. Yahweh Shah is our Redeemer. "Behold, I will make thee a new sharp threshing instrument, having teeth. Thou shalt thresh the mountains and beat them small, and shall make the hills as chaff." That's talking about these different governments and ruling bodies, man. These different power structures on earth that actually believe that they're going to go out to fight with the angels, all right, and rule on earth. All right, now when you continue in this word two-edge that we're using, let's just keep going so you can see that it actually goes to that root. Then you have payah, which means edge, edge of sword. And look, it only comes up once in the scriptures when Ehud the Benjamite slew, I think it was the Moabite king, I believe. Alright. It says, but Ehud made him a dagger, which he had 2 edges and a cubit length, and he did gird it in his raiment upon his right thigh. Alright. Now, when you click on this word, I'm just going to keep on going, alright, because this is getting in this Hebrew here. You have pa, alright. You have what? Pa, which means mouth. Our mouth is real. That's why they say, there was a saying growing up, what? Sticks and stones may broke my bones, but words may never hurt me. That was a fucking lie, man. Excuse my language, but that was a lie this whole time, man. Words can hurt. They pierce even down to the spirit, man. They break people down to where they cry. They totally bug out in front of us, just they and killing themselves, all types of stuff, man. Off of what? Off of words. All right, and the Most High is the ultimate bully, man. All right, he's gonna bully the world with this truth, man. All right, with this new song. All right, now in the Hebrew again, or the verse 6, it says, "Let the high praises of the power be in their mouth, and a two-edged sword in their hand." You have Ra Wamau Salakia. The root there is let high. All right, which is high is Ra Wawama. All right, Ra Wamama. All right, which is, when you look that up, it should go back to Ramam, or like Abraham's name. All right, uplifting, arising. You have Ramam, which means to be exalted, just like Abraham's name. All right, that's what the Lord is going to do for this truth, man. And that's what he's doing for this truth. All right, so you have Ra Wa Mamwath, Ra Wa Mamwath, let be, Allah, the power. All right, or Ra Wa Mamwath is basically let be exalted, or let the high praises. Allah, the power. Ba Garawanam. Ba Garawanam means in their mouth. Wa Harab, and sword. Payawath, two-edge. Bayadam, their hands. Alright, Bayadam, their hands. So all praise to Yahweh Shem Shah. I know this one's a little bit longer, but I had to address some of these things in these precepts, man. You just can't go over them without bringing out certain points. So that was the Halium 149 verses 4 through 6. To call Halium like Yahweh Shem Shah, the water Yahweh Shem Shah, for this Hebrew, for this truth that you bestowed upon us and you brought back to us. He made that promise, man. He returned this language to us. So it's best that we take heed through the spirit of Yahweh Shem Shah. So I can't say it enough. Barakatah Yahweh Shem Shah, Bashim Qadash, Shalom, my Barak, and peace and blessings to the elect. La Bakarim, Mashapakathia, to the elect family. To my elect family, Adawan Ratazam of that family. Double honors to our elders and apostles of Great Millstone, the true men of the Lord, soon to just be revealed in these times that we're in. All right, so call Halal Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shah. Shalom.